If you are a single member, LLC, owner operator, and you're looking for a Sprinter Van business loan, EIN only with no personal guarantee, here is a review I want you to pay attention to right now. Number 10, we have a First Capital Business Finance, our score, 7.5 over 10. What we love about this company is that they don't ask a lot of questions. You know, if you want a Sprinter Van business loan with EIN only, no personal guarantee, they'll take care of you, and the application process is very fast, and it will probably it takes about 5 minutes to apply, and they will actually give you a decision within 24 hours. So they're really fast, and they're very generous too, as a matter of fact. So they will actually grant you a loan anywhere from $5,000 to $5 million. And in terms of the repayment term, you're looking at 1 to 6 years. Okay. Now the repayment schedule is monthly, and so one thing we love about this company is that. So here are the pros: financing up to $5 million available, fast application, approval, and funding. No minimum for credit scores, time in business, or revenue. Okay. As a matter of fact, you can apply for this loan with EIN only strictly. What about the cons here? Most applications will require a down payment, but if you don't have money down, if you don't want to put money down, you can ask it during the application process. They'll take care of you. Okay. Interest rates are really high. If you have bad credit and your business doesn't have, let's say, doesn't have good business credit, you can still get a very high APR. I'm talking about 11% or 15%. And so, but the good thing is overall, this is a great lender. So First Capital Business Finance, our score, 7.5 over 10. Number 9, we have here National Business Capital, our score, 7.8 over 10. What we love about this, by the way, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. And we love this National Business Capital because they are great for startups. So if you're a single member, owner operator, you want a Sprinter van, and you are, let's say you are a startup, you're just brand new, this is a great lender for you. And they're very generous too. So they will grant loans from $10,000 to $5 million. The repayment term 12 to 60 months. We love that a lot. And you can apply for this loan within 5 minutes. You can be pre-qualified within 10 or 15 minutes, and they will approve you within 1 or 2 business days. So they're really fast too. And we love the fact that they will actually take care of you real quick. It's just a lot better to call them first. Okay, call this company first to have a clear idea. Sometimes they will do loans with EIN only or without EIN. So they will do both. It really, what we love about National Business Capital is that they are very flexible. Number 8, we have Smarter Finance, our score, 8 over 10. So if you're looking for a Sprinter Van business loan, EIN only, no personal guarantee, Smarter Finance will take care of you. Okay. Again, the application process is really fast here, 5 to 10 minutes, and you can be approved within 1 to 2 business days. And the funding time will take about 1 to 4 business days. Okay. The loan amount here, $10,000 to $1 million, and the repayment terms really vary depending on what you're asking for, but they love to have 24 to 60 months. But the thing about Smarter Finance is that their repayment schedule can be weekly, monthly, seasonal, and deferred. So they really work with you depending on your cash inflows and cash outflows. They're not like very strict. You know, some lenders are very strict. They want you to do monthly payments. Smarter Finance is really different. They will work with you. They will look at your financials, and they will agree with you on a repayment schedule that works for you. Okay. The APR goes from 7% to 20%. But overall, Smarter Finance is a great player. We love them a lot. So our score, 8 over 10. Number 7, SVG Funding, our score, 8.1 over 10. This lender, this player here, is great for long-term financing. By the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about the top 10 Sprinter Van business loans, EIN only, no personal guarantee for single member owner operators, single member LLC owner operators. Okay, so if you are in that category, you definitely want to pay attention until the very last lender here. So let's talk about SVG Funding. The interesting thing about this lender is that not only are they very generous, they'll give you up to $5 million in loans. Their repayment term is very, very long. They are the only one that allows you to have a repayment term from 1 to 10 years. Think about that, 10 years. Okay, the funding time 48 hours, approval time 24 hours, application time 5 to 15 minutes. Okay, the APR, estimated APR, starts from 3.75 and goes all the way to 10%. Okay, now you can apply for this loan using EIN only or without EIN. If you say, I'm not interested in the EIN only, or because I don't have EIN, I don't have an EIN, then you can apply with your credit score, and the minimum credit score is 500. So you can see that the terms are still good anyway. So fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Number 6, we have Elise. Our score 8.4 over 10, and this is a wonderful lender, a wonderful platform if you are trying to have a Sprinter Van business loan with EIN only, no personal guarantee. Now don't get actually confused with the name of the platform. Elise, they do leasing, but they also do a lot of Sprinter Van business loans. Okay, so the approval time here is a little longer, so they will take care of you within 24 to 72 hours. The application time 5 minutes. Okay, the funding time 24 to 48 hours, and the loan amount for your Sprinter Van goes from $3,000 to $500,000. Okay, the repayment term up to 5 years. So it is what it is, and the repayment schedule is monthly. But overall, we love this platform a lot. And the thing is that this is really great if you are a startup. If you are a startup and you're looking for, in general, you're looking for equipment financing. You are a single member LLC owner operator. You're looking for a Sprinter Van business loan, a cargo van business loan, a box truck business loan, EIN only. This platform is really great. Okay, the APR starts at 8%, but overall fantastic. In some cases, they will ask you for a down payment of 10%, but you can actually waive that if you're able to apply properly. If you have any question, let us know. We'll give you all the tips and tricks to actually waive that down payment requirements. Number 5, we have Bank of America. Our score 8.8 over 10. So, by the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about the top 10 Sprinter Van business loans with EIN only, no personal guarantee for single member LLC owner operators. Okay, so when you think about Bank of America, it's just the best, in our view, the best big bank option. So if you currently have a relationship with Bank of America, if you have an account with them, or you have any kind of a relationship with them, maybe you might want first to try with Bank of America. Okay, and here you have the APR starts at 6.75%. Okay, and but the thing is that Bank of America, they have their requirements are a little high, so they want you to have $250,000 in annual revenue and 2 years minimum time in business. Okay, but overall, this is a big bank that gets you the cash real fast. The only problem is their requirements are can be a little too much, depending on what you're asking for. So yeah, Bank of America 8.8 over 10. But again, if you have a relationship with them, I will say you want to first start with Bank of America before you do anything else. Number 4, you have Fundera by Nerd Wallet. Our score 9 over 10. So Fundera is not really a lender, so they will actually they're a marketplace. So they basically will gather your information, and they'll actually disseminate your information to business lenders. And what will happen here is that you're going to have lenders who will bid for your Sprinter Van business loan application with EIN only, no personal guarantee. It is really fantastic because you can get like very low interest rates. So this is kind of cool. The only thing is that their requirements are a little high with Fundera, because they want you to make at least $10,000 in revenue every month, and they want you to be in business for minimum 2 years. So this is something that can work for you, or maybe not. It really depends on your situation. But it is a fantastic Sprinter Van business loan provider for single member LLC owner operators who are looking for specifically for Sprinter Van loans. Okay, with Fundera, you have a lot of you have low starting rates. Number 3, you have one of our favorite lenders, Balboa Capital. Our score 9.3 over 10. And when you think about Balboa, I want you to think about a lender who is really fast, in terms of granting Sprinter Van business loans with EIN only, no personal guarantee. So the thing is, with Balboa, you have flexibility. The only thing is that Balboa actually they will assign a business rep to you, a business loan rep to you, and you're gonna have to work with that rep, okay? And they can actually work with you with EIN only or without EIN, depending on what you want, okay? And but they want you to have $100,000 minimum in annual revenue, 1 year minimum time in business, and if you want to go the non-EIN route, they want you to have minimum 620 credit score, okay? But it is really it is worth it. We love Balboa a lot, and the cool thing is that same day funding is available. Okay, no minimum credit score requirements for certain transactions, and so Balboa can actually fund your Sprinter Van business loan up to $500,000. You don't need $500,000 to get a Sprinter Van business loan, but it is what it is. And Balboa has excellent customer reviews on the internet, and we have dealt with them ourselves through our business clients, so they are really good, and we recommend them. They are really fantastic. Number 2, we have SmartBiz. Our score, 9.6 over 10. So when you think about the top 10 Sprinter Van business loans, EIN only, no personal guarantee, SmartBiz is a great player. Okay, they are great for SBA loans in general, but they're also great for Sprinter Van business loans. We love them because if you go through SmartBiz, you have actually competitive interest rates. You have loan repayment terms. Okay, they're very generous too. They can actually approve you up to $1 million. This is really fantastic. We love that a lot. And the cool thing about SmartBiz is that they will assign to you a business banker who will actually work with you. Actually, not a business banker, a business loan rep who will actually work with you and help you throughout the process. And SmartBiz is also a lending. They are also a lending marketplace. They're not a direct lender. Okay. And so it's just important that you know this. And the cool thing is that they also have access to a constellation of lenders they can actually hook you up with. So fantastic, 9.6 over 10, $1 million maximum loan. Number 1, the best of the best when it comes to Sprinter Van business loans, EIN only, no personal guarantee. We have Lendio. Our score, 9.8 over 10. So Lendio, we love Lendio. With Lendio is similar to SmartBiz, but they are way bigger. They're also a lending marketplace. They have about 75 to 80 lenders in their network. And what will happen here is that you have a single application. Once you send that to Lendio, they will let you actually spread it across their lender network, and people will get back to you. So in other words, lenders will fight for your business. It's just fantastic, okay? And so with Lendio, you can get loans up to $5 or $10 million for your Sprinter Van business loans, and you can have EIN only you can have EIN only or without EIN. It really depends on you. But overall, Lendio, in our view, is the best overall equipment loan for a Sprinter Van business loan. And Lendio has been doing it. It has been doing this for many years now. They know exactly what they're doing, and they actually have, for the last 5 to 10 years, they have been giving a lot of Sprinter Van business owners and cargo van business owners a lot of good returns on their loans and lines of credit. So fantastic. Before I actually wrap up to this conversation, I want to have a quick overview about the whole conversation about Sprinter Van business loans, EIN only, no personal guarantee. And so I've given you the 10 names. One thing I need you to understand is that people asking questions, what credit score do you need for equipment financing in general and a Sprinter Van business loan, EIN only, no personal guarantee in particular? Well, if you talk about a Sprinter Van business loan with EIN only, then your credit score is not interesting. It's not important. Your personal credit score, because when we talk about EIN only, all the conversation revolves around your business. The conversation revolves around your business credit. The conversation revolves around your payday score. The conversation revolves around your IntelliScore, your IntelliScore score. Your conversation revolves around your business credit in general. Okay. The thing is that you can apply for a Sprinter Van business loan with EIN only or without EIN. If you choose to apply without EIN, then your credit score should be around 500 and 550, the minimum. Why is it that low? Because this loan is collateralized anyway. The lender is comfortable that nothing's going to happen, because something happens if you don't repay your loan. They just come and repo your Sprinter van. Okay, so the lender is covered. Okay, so that's why the lender is comfortable giving applicants a very low credit score. So that's the first option. You can apply for this Sprinter van business loan without EIN. If you choose to apply with EIN only, there is a formula for success. You have to attach business plans. You have to attach your financial statements. You have to attach, in some cases, you have to attach like a pitch about the business. In some cases, you might have to show financial projections. So there's a whole series of steps you have to take if you want to apply for a Sprinter van business loan using EIN only. Okay, and if we see a lot of interest in this topic, we'll actually cover it on another show. But I just want to say that when we talk about Sprinter van business loan, you can actually get it with EIN or without EIN. If you want to do it without EIN, you need to make sure that your personal finances, including your credit scores, are stellar. Let me give you a few pro tips before we close to this conversation. So when we talk about, like you've been thinking about getting a Sprinter van business loan with EIN only, no personal guarantee, as a single member LLC owner operator. Okay. The big question is, how do you choose the best equipment loans for your Sprinter van? You have to think about a lot of things. Okay. What is the best lender for you? What is the best loan for you? You got to look at the minimum time and business requirements. You have to look at the minimum revenue and credit scores required. So if you want to go with EIN only, you have to think about the minimum revenue and credit and business credit scores. What is the interest rate and the estimated APRs? Are they charging you a very crazy APRs, or are they charging you something reasonable? You have to think about those things. Okay, what are the loan amounts offered? Are they generous? Okay, because at the end of the day, you don't want to waste your time on a business lender that's just going to give you a 25 grand or 50 grand. You want the loan to be consequential, especially if you're trying to buy multiple Sprinter vans at once. Okay, think about the loan terms and length of repayment. This will play an important role, because if you apply with EIN only, you're going to have to supply your financial projections, your financial statements. And what will happen here is that the lender will look at your financial statements and see if your liquidity levels are in sync with the repayment window you were asking for. For example, if you say, well, I want to repay this over 10 years, but in your financial projections, they see that the trends in your cash inflows and cash outflows are not really positive past 3 to 4 years, then that gap, the chasm, is not really good. So it's not going to play in your favor. Okay. You also have to think about the speed of loan approval and funding. And also, don't forget, what are the customer reviews? Just do a little bit of research online. You want to listen to shows like this, so that you can have a clear idea about what other people are saying about this lender. You want to watch shows like this to see what experts like us, who have been dealing with these lenders for many years, are saying based on our experience. So this is what it is now. Remember, when you are looking for a Sprinter van business loan with EIN only, no personal guarantee, you can actually if you don't get the loan approved, there are other ways to actually fund your business, right? You can actually sign up for an equipment leasing agreement. You can do a business line of credit. You can try to get a business credit card for your specific business, your specific Sprinter van business loan. You can get a business credit card for your specific Sprinter van business. Okay, so you do have a constellation of business credit programs you can go after. So you always have options. Before I do a recap of today's conversation, I just want to acquaint you with we have a formula our method that we use to evaluate, to categorize, and to list Sprinter van business loans on this show. Check this out. let me quickly recap to this conversation here. So here are the top 10 Sprinter Van business loans, the EIN only, no personal guarantee. Number 1, we have Lendio, 9.8 over 10. Number 2, we have Smart Biz, 9.6 over 10. Number 3, we have Balboa Capital, 9.3 over 10. Number 4, we have Fundera by NerdWallet, 9 over 10. Number 5, we have Bank of America, 8.8 over 10. Number 6, we have Number 5, we have Bank of America, 8.8 over 10. Number 6, we have Elise, 8.4 over 10. Number 7, we have SVG Funding, 8.1 over 10. Number 8, we have Smarter Finance, 8 over 10. Number 9, we have National Business Capital, 7.8 over 10. And number 10, last but not the least, we have First Capital Business Finance, 7.5 over 10. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.